Hello YouTube fans, here again. Hopefully you can hear me because it's pissing it down. And yes, it's my day off work. So I figure why not? I said it when I did my Saturday night movies and I was a man of my word. That being the new film being hit, Speak No Hit Evil. That's right, Speak No Evil. I saw it on the pictures on Saturday night and what can I say? It wasn't a bad film. It wasn't a bad film. Bit of history. By accident, I walked on the one booth, and believe it or not, of all things, there was playing Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Pretty fun seeing that on the big screen, big cinema and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. But I went anyway and I saw Speak No Evil. Just a little bit of a background story there. So yeah, it's basically. I tried not to say too much about it and spoil it, but why not? Why not? So basically, it's about this guy goes aboard with his wife and his little daughter, and he meets his other guy, and are to spouse on this to believe to be his son and his woman, right? And they become pally rally and they become the best of mates and they go aboard. And remember rightly, it could be in Italy, nice bit of Italy. But he got ideas 1 month later, he's gone to London and he becomes mates with this guy and his wife. And as the story goes along, he fights him over to this big Scottish in this woods, middle of nowhere, and things don't seem to be what they look. So I say it's good suspenseful filler. I say it's more of a filler than a horror movie. Only for the film, there's a little boy and he can't talk, and he's trying to warn the daughter of the mother and the father. And you've got ideas that this little girl has problems. She has a teddy bear and she's very finger. But there's one bit in the movie, right? One bit where I will do a lot of this, meaning spoilers. But it's a new movie. I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube, advertising and all this. So I'll do that a lot for anyone who's never seen the movie Speak No Evil. So there's a bit in the movie where the father's acting strange. All through the film, he's acting strange. Got the idea he used to be a doctor and so on. And there's bits in there which giving you red herring that he's not at all what he's saying he is. Him and his wife, right? And the son, there's definitely something stains there. And there's a bit where they stay. There's a bit where they go for a meal, and there's a guy with a beard, and I'll do that because he's in it later on. But there's a bit where the little girl's sleeping with the woman's bedroom, and then the mother sort of sees red light, get the fuck out of here. But then there's a bit where I would say stupid, because she has this little teddy bear, go Budsy, some name like that, go Budsy. Says, where's Budsy? Where's Budsy? Could be right wrong on the name. So they go back to get this teddy bear, and the father wants them, they do him a sob story, actually lost a daughter, and blah, 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 right? They do a sob story there. And then another part of the film goes on that the boy keeps down to warn him. He doesn't speak, but then they went for the thing. They've got this guy, looks a bit dodgy looking. He's babysitting the kids and he's down to warn them here and there. But then there's a moment where they're having this meal and they're trying to get him to do the rapper time, Hey, diddy, hey, hey, hickey, macarena, hey, 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 macarena. Remember that dance? He's trying to do it, but he's just going ape at this poor, what you think. Keep doing that. It's his son. All the way through the film, he keeps going too laddie, going mad. Even they go mad, saying, calm down, it's just a kid. But then he breaks away and he shows a little girl that is not what he is. And it turns out this guy, who they think was friends, if it was a really nice person, is actually someone what does extortion. He befriends these people, he meets them aboard or wherever, pretends to be their mate, him and his wife, and basically he starts them. Basically he gets them for money, and you get the idea, you don't see it in detail, but you got the idea he murders them. So this person basically is not your friend, he's using you, wants to see how much he can get out of you, and he's going to kill you. Your missus, your kid, whatever. And the little boy is not his son. So I do that. It's not his son. And because he obviously opened his mouth, he cut his tongue off. That's why the movie's called Speak No Evil. And I like that. Thought it was a bit ballsy. So the little girl manages to do fake having a periods for the first time. Put it in detail. She told the mum told the father, but you've got this idea they've had problems if they're married, that somewhere on the line she's been unfaithful. But, she tries to use that to manipulate them, and die sort of on, he sees what's happened and he's sort of on that they know what he's up to. He throws the little boy in the water, the father gets out of the car and then he adopts him. He's just as the scene here, he's got the mobile, and you know, we've all done it, we've all got card details. He's getting her to send the card details to the bank, and you've got an idea he's going to do them in, but they get a lucky escape. He's chasing them all around the house, and this is where they die. Do that again. The one that they went for the food comes into it. He's also in on this scam. They're basically scamming these people, pretending to be mates, just to scam them and to kill them. So I like that touch. It's very psychological. It was very expensive. There's a lot of red herrings here and there. You got these little boys down to warn them. There's a dud bit where the guy's down to attack the father and the mother wants a fucking axe on his head, and I love it. And for the first time, you actually get a bit of bad language. You get the letter C. See? Put it in detail, you get a lot of the F word, and you also get the letter C. Something what you call a woman's mitaino if you're insulting a woman. The letter C. Does that give you much detail so I don't get into trouble? So I like that. For once, we actually get to see the F word and bad language in a film. I know it's very rare these days. So that's sort of the film that and all. So like I say, he gets an axe on the head, and then she manages to stats the bad guy and falls sort of like beats on his wounds. Very painful. And the woman's trying to attack him. The house is on fire. And they manage to hit the woman, and she falls to the death. There's a good bit in it where they think that they're going to get the father. Don't get us in the field of nowhere. There's a fox comes into it, and he's got the little girl. And the mother's begging, oh, no, don't hit me, little girl. He's about to shoot her, but the little girl gets a needle in his back. The father gets a lucky one, and because assuming his needles are like some poison or something, because he's on his floor, he's paralysed. But there's a good bit, and I will have to spoil it. So if anyone's never seen, speak no evil, word of warning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've been warned. The little boy that's had his tongue cut off, who's not even the son, he was adopted, gets a brick, and the die. I'm not going to say father, the die says, strip off your old father's back, or something like that, or that's me boy. The boy snaps, bashes his fucking face in, you do see it, so I dilute the film for that. And then it ends there, the dive off, end of movie. But I like this film, Speak No Evil. I had to do a lot of that, so I don't get shit by YouTube, copyright, because this film's a new film, it's come out this day. It's still on the pictures. I enjoyed it. It was very interesting. For once, not to see a fucking Marvel film, a DC comic film, digging up from the fucking past, all this fucking memory lane shit, fucking remakes after remakes, digging up this infuriating from the past, no more DC comics, no more Superman films. It was refreshing to see something, well, I won't say new, I won't say original, because everything's been done. But it was good, it was an interesting premise. Fucking big word for me, that. It was an interesting premise. The fact that this couple, you've got the idea that sort of on breaking point, are they going to break up? But, you know, you've got the idea that his wife's been unfaithful. There's a bit of this argument. He says, you had the guy's dick on your phone. So you've got the idea she's been having it away. But it doesn't ram it too much in your face. It's just there. There's a lot of headings here and there. It's refreshing because it's like, what would happen if you befriend someone? You think someone's going to be your friend. You've only known for so many days, so many months to find out that person is a psychopath. And the actor that plays, well, we thought was the father. It's professing and all that he really does a good performance. One moment he's nice, he's smiling, and in one moment he's psychotic. He's definitely a psycho. The one that plays his wife, there's little bits here and there, but even he does a good performance. Even a little boy does great performance in his accents. He doesn't say a thing. You've got it. His tongue's been cut off. But even he does a good performance. You've got the idea. He's down the one, the daughter. He's down to let them know that he's done this before with loads and loads of families, which definitely gives you that idea. It's called Speak No Evil. And I like the film. I dilute the film for that. I just think it's a definitely made film. It's suspenseful when it wants to be. It's psychological. And I said, I want to base what we think's the dad. Pays a really good performance. He's definitely a psychopath. And he's definitely someone you don't want as your friend. So yeah, it's still on the pictures now. It's called Speak No Evil. It's a psychological thriller. Then has a lot of that Alfredish stock, get Spence sort of feel to it, like most directors do when they do thrillers. And it's like I said, it was professing to see something that wasn't DC comic, digging up from the fucking past, another boring remake. I can't say original because movies have probably done this before. Movies have probably done this before where you think someone's your lover, you think someone's your best friend, you find out they're a psychopath. It's been done before. What film hasn't done it? But it was refreshing to see something new, something different, something creative. And the fact it was done in our own town, being in England, near the parts of the mountains, up the hills, where you've got foxes, rabbits, whatever. It's refreshing. It's refreshing to hear bad language. It's very rare in films these days. I'm going to repeat that line because I love this film. I don't love it. I'm not going to jerk off over it. But it was, how can I put it? It was carefully done. Every actor delivered a good performance. And you got that idea this guy, he abducts people. You got the idea that this woman, he's really 16, he says, I'm going to kill the family and I'm going to have the little girl and she's now going to be mine. And he's actually thinking, is he die of pedo? Or does he collect families? He's got this little boy and he wasn't the boy, he wasn't his son. He wasn't his son. He was a son of another family who he murdered. He took the boy obviously was opening his mouth a lot. He took his tongue off and made out he was his son. And it's like I say, it sums up the name, Speak No Evil. But I like the film. There's little bits in there. I do like it. I like the fact of the surroundings. There's bits where it's cheaper. There's bits where you think maybe the family's just being paranoid. But there are bits where you do have a lot of red herrings, where you think there's something not right with this family. And then your chist is a psychopath who's extorting and taking money. Because there's a bit where he's in the bedroom, he's got all these watches. These are like fucking top notch fucking wrist watches. And you know what I mean? So I actually like it. So for a new film, this day, fuck it. I said I'd see it, and I'm a man of my word. An 8-star rating for me. Compared to some of the shit they've wasted money on this day, it was refreshing to see something what wasn't Super Mario, wasn't a fucking horror movie with boo-hoo jump scares, wasn't a fucking remake, which I'm fucking sick of seeing, wasn't fucking CGI fucking orgasm film. It was refreshing to see something what was a thriller, expensive, did have the jump scares, but there wasn't like in your face every 2 minutes. It was at the moments it should have been. It's refreshing to see something for once where the director and the producers come up with something original, even though nobody knows that word anymore. It's refreshing to see that. It's refreshing to see a filler. It's refreshing to see something with balls. But until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.